Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash, the place where car lovers, thrill seekers, and tech geeks collide for brutally honest, no fluff reviews of the latest rides on the road. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome aboard. I'm here to take you deep into the details of every car worth talking about, and today, we're jumping into something that's been buzzing in the premium compact SUV space, the all-new 2026 Audi Q3. This little luxury beast is back with a refreshed look, a refined interior, and some sneaky tech surprises that might just make it one of the smartest buys in its class. So buckle up, because this isn't your average walk around. This is Car Flash, and we don't skip a thing. Exterior. Let's kick things off with the design because, let's be honest, the way this thing looks will probably be the first reason you even consider walking into an Audi showroom. The 2026 Q3 comes out swinging with a bold new front fascia. Audi has gone for a sleeker, more sculpted version of their signature single-frame grille. It's wider and lower than before, with a sharper honeycomb mesh pattern that just screams premium performance. The Matrix LED headlights, they're not just sharp, they're borderline surgical. You've got dynamic turn signals and an animated light show every time you lock or unlock the car, a pure Audi signature. And those aggressive lower rear intakes, functional and menacing at the same time, slide around to the side, and the proportions of the Q3 feel tighter, more athletic. Audi's done a great job keeping the lines clean but purposeful. The shoulder line now runs more fluidly from the front to the rear, giving the car a planted, almost coupe-like stance without sacrificing that SUV practicality. You've got flared wheel arches hugging optional 20-inch alloys that look absolutely killer, especially if you opt for the S-Line package. The subtle chrome around the windows and the flush roof rails give off that clean Euro luxury vibe, understated but confident. Oh, and for 2026, Audi is offering a couple of new color choices, including a rich Daytona gray pearl and a surprisingly aggressive district green metallic that turns heads without being too shouty. Now let's talk about the rear. This is where things get even more refined. The taillights are now slimmer and stretch wider, featuring digital OLED segments that change pattern depending on your drive mode. Yes, that's a real thing. It's customizable, futuristic, and totally Audi. There's also a more sculpted rear diffuser and integrated dual exhaust outlets that hint at the performance beneath the surface. The tailgate is power-operated, as expected, and hides a decent cargo space that hasn't been compromised by the updated design. It's still one of the most usable in its class. Interior. Hop inside, and the Q3 continues to punch above its weight. The cabin is a masterclass in premium minimalism. You're immediately greeted by Audi's Virtual Cockpit plus a crisp 12.3-inch fully digital instrument cluster that's both customizable and razor-sharp. To the right, a 10.1-inch MMI touchscreen is now more seamlessly integrated into the dash. Rather than feeling like an afterthought, the new infotainment system is faster, more responsive, and finally supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto without glitches, a huge plus for daily usability. The materials are where Audi flexes its muscle. Soft touch plastics, real aluminum inlays, and optional open-pore wood or carbon fiber trims make it feel a lot more expensive than most of its rivals. Even the ambient lighting has been upgraded, offering a range of colors that can subtly shift depending on your drive mode or mood. The seats, supportive, sculpted, and now available with ventilation and massage functions if you check the right boxes. Rear passengers aren't left out either. They get decent legroom, rear air vents, USB-C ports, and even sliding and reclining seat functionality. For a compact SUV, the Q3 makes surprisingly few compromises when it comes to comfort. Now let's get to the meat, performance. The 2026 Audi Q3 comes with a couple of engine options depending on your market. In North America, the main setup is a 2.0-liter turbocharged four-cylinder that's been slightly retuned this year. It now pumps out 261 horsepower and 273 pounds-feet of torque, mated to a 7-speed S-tronic dual-clutch transmission. It's snappy, responsive, and perfectly suited for urban jaunts or highway cruising. And thanks to the Quattro all-wheel drive system, which is standard, by the way, the Q3 feels stable, planted, and surprisingly eager in corners for an SUV of its size. 0 to 60, around 5.9 seconds if you're pushing it, which is more than respectable for this segment. The steering is light but precise, and with the optional adaptive suspension, the Q3 can switch from softer and comfy to sporty and taut with the flick of a drive mode selector. Fuel economy also sees a mild bump this year. Audi claims up to 27 miles per gallon combined, which is solid for an AWD premium SUV. And let's not forget about the safety tech. You get adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, traffic jam assist, blind spot monitoring, and a 360-degree camera with crisp resolution. Audi's done a solid job integrating these features without making them feel overly intrusive. Now the big question is, how much does all this cost? The 2026 Audi Q3 starts at around $39,000 for the base premium trim. Step up to the Premium Plus, and you're looking at roughly $43,000. The fully loaded Prestige trim, that'll run you close to $49,000 before options. Tack on goodies like the S-Line Sport Package, panoramic sunroof, upgraded Bang & Olufsen sound system, and adaptive suspension, and you could be hovering around the mid-50s. Pricey for a compact SUV, maybe, but when you stack it up against rivals like the BMW X1 or the Mercedes GLA, the Q3 arguably gives you more polish, more tech, and a more rewarding driving experience for the money. So, what's the final verdict? The 2026 Audi Q3 might not be the loudest player in its segment, but it's definitely one of the most well-rounded. It blends premium styling, smart tech, real performance, and everyday usability in a way that few others manage to pull off this well. Whether you're looking for a stylish daily driver or a compact SUV that feels like a baby Q5 without the price tag, the Q3 absolutely deserves your attention. It's the kind of car that quietly impresses you more the longer you spend with it, and in a world of flashy gimmicks and short-lived hype, that's saying something. Thanks for riding along with us on Car Flash. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2026 Audi Q3, make sure to smash that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and hit subscribe so you never miss our unfiltered takes on the latest cars hitting the streets. We've got more reviews, more head-to-head battles, and even some surprising throwbacks coming your way. Until next time, drive safe, stay curious, and keep it locked on Car Flash, where the road meets the real.